Well, when I started, it used to be everybody that has skin. Now, rather that's kind of catchy. And
I want to save the world. Yes.
It's kind of catchy and it's kind of funny, but it's really not true. Because there is a stigma about women spending money on themselves. So I look now for women that have disposable cash, that care about their skin, and that know that taking care of their skin is extremely important as early in life as you possibly can. So I look for that profile.
Right.
I also look for someone like B, who owns a salon that has that service.
Right.
So she's going to be providing facials.
Right.
To give you an example, I have a girlfriend on my team that she owns 3 salons. Now, she does carry Aveda products, so she's got that no-compete clause with Aveda, but what her estheticians have done and how she's decided to do it, because we cannot be retail, Rodan and Fields cannot be retail. It's all direct sale model.
Right.
So she has trained her estheticians in using the anti-aging product, which is the Redefine, in her facials. And because she gets a lot of young girls and the millennials that think you should have the all-natural products. The all-natural products serve a purpose in society, but they're not going to change your skin. They're going to make your skin feel great. But they cannot change your skin because they do not have multi-med dermatology ingredients in them. They're just all natural. So she does this, and she does it very well. She cannot display the product in her front reception area, but she can have it on her back bar. And the beauty of it is that she just hands her business card, the esthetician just hands her business card after the facial to the client and says, if you loved this facial and how your skin feels, go to my website, order the product direct.
Right.
And it comes shipped direct to you. Now, the flip side of that, as I explained to B, was sometimes you have people, depending on their personalities, that they really want to take the product with them.
Right, right.
It's that instant gratification that we all have. And so she'll have some of that product on hand, just a little bit, to sell retail.
To make sure they can.
And actually make more money on it because she's buying it wholesale.
Right.
So again, I'm looking for people like B, estheticians that have the ability to do that, can make those decisions. I also look for hairstylists, massage therapists, anybody that has a following already with the clientele that trusts them to touch their hair, touch their back, do anything with them personally. They're going to listen to that person. So all they do is they put a card up on their counter, and their clients ask them, tell me what that's about. So why don't you
do a show pulling those people in and interviewing those people? Because then you're making those connections. So interview hairstylists, interview people that do facials and that do massages and that do all these things. Bring them into your show and interview them, and that's how you build a rapport with them, and then you start offering, hey, I've got this cool product, da-da-da-da.
Great idea.
Blab.
So just go to them as a cold call and say,
hey, I've got this new beauty show. I'd love to interview you on my show. Again, you can do 4 people at a time, including yourself. So there'd be 3 people that you're inviting on your show each time. Line them up once a week.
Wow.
Boom.
So you're giving them something which is important to me.
That's super important, because if you can't, I mean, there's this book that I have not had a chance to read, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yes.
Jab, 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 right. But I've got to read that. But basically the gist of it is you give and give and give and give, and then you say, hey, can you do something for me? Works every single time. And what are you doing? If you're pulling in 3 different people in that industry, and you're going to have to, pay attention to your topic areas, right? So you might want 3 hairstylists, or you might want 3 masseuses, or you might, I don't know, right? But pull them in, have these conversations. You're building this rapport. Ask them to come back so that they know, hey, this is an ongoing relationship. Have them, make sure they have their URLs. So I can actually send out a template to each one of you on how to run a really slick blab, right? I've got a Twitter chat template, and now I'm moving into these streaming apps because they're actually better. Okay. So, have everybody's URLs available so you can pop them into the chat pod as you're having these conversations. Because the idea is that they get on the blab with you, and that markets themselves, right? Right. And then you can start having the conversation about, hey, this is what I offer.
Awesome. I have no idea how to do that, but
I can help you.
So simple, but I'm sure it's not so simple.
It is. I'm telling you guys.
My head is spinning.
Seriously, it is that simple. I would not bring something to you guys' attention if it wasn't that simple. I promise you it's that simple.
Great idea, because
I would tell you if it's super techy. You know me. I don't sugarcoat.
You don't.
I don't. I am the shot of reality. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
But
but it is who I am.
You brought up a good point about giving first.
Yes.
In all of my network groups, I really believe that is true. You don't walk into the room and think, what's in it for me?
Right.
How can I get business from that person? You walk in with a giving heart, and how can I help you in your business today?
Yes.
And it will come back to you.
It does come back to you.
You have to build the relationship in order to build your business.
Yes.
It's kind of a good segue.
Yes, it is.